Defcondirandorix. Yeah, that's some evil language. I shall not read it. But there are some names. So Vino is possessed, we already know that. Fernando too. Malak. Now if you remember, Malak is one of the guys on Bangar's farm, I think it was. And Bromor is actually here inside the city. Actually, yeah, we will do that later with the possessed guys, because that's actually a quest on its own. And I think that Bromor was actually the most difficult guy to get rid of, because he is standing in quite a tricky position. But I will talk about that when we get there. For now, we have to talk to Lord Hagen.
I bring you news from Garond. Here, he gave me this message for you.
Our situation is worse than I had feared, but report to me on the situation in the Valley of Mines.
The paladins are holed up in the castle in the Valley of Mines, surrounded by orcs. There were many casualties in the prospecting operations, and there's barely any ore left. Well, I should say that without any help, the lads are lost. That's how it looks.
I shall find a way to rescue this expedition. You have done much for us. Innos will thank you.
I'm not all that interested in his gratitude. I want his eye.
Yes, of course, I stand by my word. Take this letter. It will open the monastery gates to you. Speak with Pyrocar, the highest fire magician, and show him this authorization. He will grant you access to the Eye of Innos. One more thing before you go. Take this rune as a token of my gratitude. It will take you safely back to the city whenever you want.
Great. Hooray. We have another teleportation rune. Okay.
It's a bad business.
I'm just thinking there's nothing else to do here in the upper quarter. Oh yeah. About the possession thing, I told you that I don't know what happens once you're possessed, but since I read a few frequently asked questions on World of Gothic...
Good thing you're here. You need to help me.
That's been known a long time.
You're the one guy from the Valley of Mines. Diego.
Is it really
What are you doing here?
I've been observing the guards. They're constantly on their toes. I don't think it will be easy for me to get through there.
Yeah, I didn't manage either.
I'm no better off myself.
What is this about?
A lot of things have changed since I left here. I have to get back on my feet
That's
somehow.
not what I heard.
What's the problem?
I have to get into the upper quarter. But I'm not a citizen of the town, and I don't have enough money to bribe the guards. That's where you come in.
So you want me to lend you some gold?
Nonsense. I've got some gold. A whole lot of gold, even. Unfortunately, I don't have it with me. You need to go fetch my gold for me.
He didn't get that from me.
Okay.
Okay, I'll help you.
I've hidden a small fortune in the Valley of the Mines.
Oh, come on.
I was going to go and get it, but unfortunately there's a bunch of orcs hanging out near the stash. To cut a long story short, you must go to the Valley of Mines for me and fetch my gold.
Just gossip.
I thought you were just coming from the Valley of Mines, and now you are sending me back? Are you serious?
Will it ever change?
Where's the gold hidden?
Directly at the trading square, above the abandoned mine. It's in a leather satchel. But don't forget to check that it's the right one, so you don't walk all that way for nothing.
How can I recognize it?
That he knew better.
It's full of gold. A whole lot of gold.
That doesn't surprise me.
That was quite obvious.
I'll try to find your gold.
Just do it. That's enough for me.
I don't really like him.
Can't go on like this forever.
Alright, never mind. What was I gonna say? Oh wait, tick. I have 10 learning points. But how much money do I have? I have just enough money. Now I can finally learn how to pick locks.
So, you know a lot about locks.
What good is a fine chest without a fine lock? I make my own locks. That way, I can at least be sure I haven't built my chest that sturdy for nothing. A poorly made lock is easy to break, and there are plenty of thieves about in Khorinis, especially lately.
Can you teach me how to pick locks?
You have paid Gritta's debt with Matteo. You seem to be a decent fellow. I shall teach you what you want to know. However, I cannot do it for free. I still have a mountain of debts, and I need the money.
How much do you charge?
200 gold pieces.
That's perfectly fine.
Fine. Here are 200 gold pieces.
This money will really help me. We can start as soon as you're ready.
Sure, it costs only... Yes, 5. Very good.
Teach me how to pick a lock.
All you need is a lockpick. If you move it carefully left and right in the lock, you can unbolt the mechanism. But if you move it too much or too fast in the wrong direction, it will snap right off. The more adept you become, the fewer lockpicks you are going to need. That's all there is to it, really.
I never really got, or I never really understood whether it actually affects your chances to pick a lock if you are doing it fast or slowly, because the only thing that really affects your effectiveness on picking locks is how dexterous you are. Yeah, that's it, how dexterous you are, and nothing else really. I mean, the sequence is always the same, so wait, where do I want to go? I want to go this way. No, actually I want to go this way. Sorry. What was I gonna say? Yeah, the sequence is always the same for the same lock.
But
so,
trees and animals
yeah, you could look all the sequences up on the internet. And... oh, yes.
I've delivered your message.
Accept my thanks. And now, pick your reward.
What? I didn't I do that already? I certainly don't need a ring of dexterity, so... oh, King Sorel! That's just awesome. I take that.
Lobart's wife Hilda is sick.
What? Again? The good woman should take better care of herself. One hard winter and she won't be with us anymore. All right. I will give her a medicine to reduce the fever. Oh, and while you're at it, you might as well drop it off with her.
Yeah, of course.
I've got this feeling of trepidation.
You don't look well either. You were subjected to the black look of the Seekers for too long. All I can heal is your body, but only the monastery can purify your soul. Speak to Pyranha. He will help you.
Can you heal me?
Yeah, I just remembered what I was gonna say. I had a look at a website called worldofgothic.com. Read a few of the frequently asked questions there for a completely different topic, and I actually read what happens if you are possessed, and it is that immediately it happens that you will not regain any hit points or mana points if you
Don't tell this to anyone.
if you go to sleep. So that has no effect on you, and I'm just wondering where I am going. Oh right, let's just go in here and talk to Hanna casually, because I know she has a quest, and yeah, I wouldn't normally talk to her, but I know she has a quest, so that's why I'm doing it.
How's it going?
You don't look like you care about other people's worries in the least.
Yeah, sure I do.
What do you know? The world is full of surprises. I cleared out some of my stuff recently and sold a stack of old maps to Brahim, the cartographer down by the harbor. Unfortunately, I noticed that I'm missing a document. I assume it must have slipped in among the papers. Could you perhaps get it back for me?
I'll see what I can do.
You're so sweet. I wish you much luck. If you bring back the paper to me, I'll give you a reward.
Ah, always for the ladies. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do over here.
Inhabitants of Khorinis.
And
By the
apart from
explicit
that, I
order of
think
the
I'll
Honorable
just...
Lord Hagen, the following decree is hereby enacted. The mercenary Smith Bennet, who treacherously murdered the paladin Lothar, has been condemned in the name of Innos. The sentence is death by hanging. The execution will take place in a few days.
Interesting. One of the mercenaries apparently murdered one of the paladins. Well, that's certainly not good for the relationship between those two factions. Thank God I'm a mage and not really involved. Alright, next stop will be... Oh, I forgot his name again. Gabvel, I think his name was. And maybe we can tell him a bit more about the situation in the Valley of Mines now that we have actually been there. Nope. For some reason, not. Anyway, oh, I don't have that much money. Anyway, let's have a save. Okay, let's talk to him and see how much he wants from us.
Show me your maps.
You won't find better in that monastery of yours.
Yeah, I noticed that many people here are actually not very friendly to us, because now, yeah, because we're a mage now. It seems that Garond had quite an influence on the townspeople. Land map, city map, map of the Valley of Mines.
It's not what I heard.
Map of the Holy Shrines. A very old map. I guess that's the one Hanna was searching for.
He insisted he knew better.
Let's see what we can sell to him. Maybe this Almanac. No, probably not. What else? We have some lurker skins, some warg skins, some wolf skin. Still not enough. Some swamp wheat. No, let's keep that. We might need it. We could forge some... Yeah, we should do that at some point. What is that? Herring. Always that herring always deceives me. Oh, we have a lot of leather sections.
Come back again later.
Yes.
That's nothing new.
Let's just open up some.
Nobody will learn anything.
What's the smallest? 125. Let's just open another one so that we have 50 left if we buy this old map.
Show me your maps.
You won't find...
Yes.
That's not what I heard.
Buy it.
What piece would that be?
Well, that old map you just bought. I know your kind. You go for any chance of finding riches.
Why don't you keep it for yourself?
I'm an old man, and the times when I set out myself are long past. I leave that to younger people.
What kind of a map is it?
It seems to be a treasure map or the like. Ooh. But you look to me like one who'll get to the heart of this matter himself.
Where did you get this map?
Oh, I found that in a stack of old maps which I bought recently. The seller must have overlooked it.
Alright, so it's the white one.
Come back again later.
Yes, that's what I actually wanted to cut out, but... Yeah, let's see. Old map. Well, that's certainly the new world. Khorinis. Yeah, with the harbor town. No ship there, of course. But owner's fields are there, and there is the... Wait, where's the monastery? There is the monastery, and there's something in red. That should be at the point where we saw the pyramid. So, yeah, we might have a look at that area at some point. There's apparently a treasure at the far east, where the little cross was. Okay, I'm just thinking if there is anything else over here, but I don't think so. I think that was everything. But I would like to prepare some swords, because I have 3 raw steel billets, and I want to turn them into money, of course, because they are of no value to me once I'm in the Valley of Mines. Yes. And another one. And a third one. And let's go